guys, Colin the Collector here. Obviously, so I was sick most of the day, pretty much just like wallowing in my own filth. But so I didn't go to school, but I took a shower and I'm feeling better now, so I decided to make a video. This one's gonna be a review on Batman: The Killing Joke. So I think we should just kind of start it off here. This is like my favorite comic book ever. I love it. I love the coloring. I think is amazing. The way the contrast in the color is great. It's just kind of like toned down. In the Joker flashback parts, only the red is highlighted. I love that. And it's a short comic book. You could probably read it in about 10 minutes, but I think that's all it needs to be. It really just in the Joker origin story in this one is just like it is the Joker. Like you read it and you're like, yeah, that's exactly how it's supposed to go. You just feel like it's just perfect for the Joker. And then on like I think this is only the deluxe version, which is what I have. At the very end, there's actually a solo monologue called an Innocent Guy. I actually loved this monologue so much I performed it for a speech and debate tournament. I memorized it and performed it. It's so good. I love it so much. I think really it's if you're gonna start reading comics, especially Batman comics, this is the one to start with. It's so powerful and like it's just so well done from like the drawings to the storyline. And it deserves like it has such a reputation as like one of the greatest comic books ever, and it 100% deserves that. I think, and at the end of the story, I'm not going to try to spoil anything. Just the ambiguity of what happens at the end. You don't know what happens, and it's like up to the reader to decide. And it feels so good reading it, and like you wish it was longer, but I think if it was longer, it would actually be worse. I think it's just the right amount of time, and it's Batman and it's the Joker. It's just perfect. I think just the way they do it, and I think yeah. The introduction is amazing. Tim Sale, I think it's Sale. It might be Sal. He does an amazing introduction on it. He just talks about it, and he talks about the ending too. His view on the ending, I think, is very interesting. So yeah, I really recommend this book. I mean, I got it for like $18. I mean, it's not. Of course, it's a little bit more expensive than most comic books this size, just because of how famous it is. But I think it's really worth it. I mean, the coloring, the artistry, the sketches are really good. Now the movie is not good. So what they try to do is essentially there are parts in the comic. Let me try to find said part. I'll just explain it if I can find it. There are parts in the comics where they just try and where they'll take like 3 or 4 panels in the comics and try to stretch it out to like 9-10 minutes in the animated movie, and the movie doesn't need to be that long. The movie could have easily been an amazing movie if it was just if it was just like 20, 25, 30 minutes. It would have been just as good if they had made it like a short. But they tried to stretch it out to like a full length, and I think that just kind of ruined it, and it got kind of convoluted, and it just added so much onto it. It didn't really feel like the same story. It just kind of felt like something completely different. In the comic, the Joker origin, it gives you like a name to him. It introduces you to his wife, and that I think they do it because like a lot of times when you know a character so well, when you hear about their origin story, it kind of almost the fact that the character's so amazing, if their origin story isn't up to par, it just kind of lowers your perspective on them. But I think this origin story is just like amazing. I think it's just right up there. The whole storyline with Gordon is great. The Innocent Guy, it's so powerful. Just this monologue, he just talks about. Try not to spoil anything. He just kind of talks about his mental health and just why he wants to do what he wants to do. But when I say like they stretch things out, here's kind of a good example. Like this, they might even like add like there's a certain panel in it where he visits the penguin just real quickly, just questioning him, and for some reason in the animated movie they stretch that out to like a good like a whole nother like part of the story, and they just stretch it out to like 30 minutes of him interacting with other mob bosses and villains when they could have just kept it like the comic and just right here. So see how he's visiting the different like bad guys and stuff like that. They try to stretch that out as much as possible, and like it didn't need to be like that, and it just left it just too long, and just it didn't feel the same. So the comic book, I'd give this a solid 9.5 out of 10. 9.5 out of 10 ish. It's amazing because it's short, yes, but it's exactly how long it needs to be, and it's worth getting just to read the innocent guy monologue at the end. That just like stuck with me so much. The things he say. I'll just read like a quick excerpt. Some guy once said, "Anything done out of fear has no moral value." Well, I think that's right. I figure the only way you can be truly good is if you've tried being good, and you've tried being bad, and you feel like being good's better, and being good feels better. So like it's just the whole comic, just every word in it just kind of sticks with you, and I love it. So yeah, 9.5 out of 10 for the animated movie. I mean, the fact that it's based off of this lowers the score so much, because if it wasn't based off of this, I wouldn't give it such a low score. I would give it a higher score, but the fact that it's based off of this, it just kind of makes it even worse, because you just can't stop thinking throughout the movie of how they could have done it better and what they could have done to make it so much better. So this the animated movie probably gets like a 4, 5, maybe like a 5.5 probably, because like the action's okay, but it doesn't need to be as long as it could have been. They could have made it a short and it would have been just as good. I know like making it longer gives you more money and stuff like that, but it sacrifices so much of like the quality of it. So yes, this has been a review of Batman: The Killing Joke. This is the deluxe edition, which has the innocent guy monologue out. I highly recommend this. So I'm gonna try to start making videos more. In doing comic book reviews, I might do Detective Comics number 1000 next, or if I can get this down without knocking stuff down. This one I might do a review. This one my brother picked this up for me in Ann Arbor. It looks amazing. I don't know if I want to open it up. I might though. I might also do some videos of me playing the drums or guitar's right over there. I might do some videos of me playing those. They're not going to be super long, like 30 seconds, maybe a minute. So I might do some of those. So stay tuned. So thank you for watching. I'd highly recommend the book. It's amazing. See you next time, guys.